Biodynamic breathwork consists of 6 major elements. The first element we're working with is, of course, our breath. This is really the foundational element that makes all the other 5 elements fall into place. We use breath in a creative way. Of course, like with any other breathwork modality, we're using what's called conscious connected breath. And we are connecting our inhalation to our exhalation, and in this way we are allowing our body to raise our energetic charge. Our body converts our breath into energy. So that starts to activate our sympathetic response that's been dormant, which allows us to complete that interrupted fight or flight, which actually what trauma is. It's interrupted charge that lives in the body because fight or flight was not complete in the body. So we are going from breath into the next element, which is movement. Breath and movement are inseparable. They always come together in the body. As long as you're alive, movement will be present within your breathing. When we're deeply, fully breathing, our diaphragm moves. Our musculature that supports our breath also is involved. Our pelvic floor, our intercostal muscles, our serratus anterior, all this auxiliary musculature is involved in our breath. So that movement that happens in our physical body is supported to come out into the periphery from the core. Another way of movement that we are involving is called myofascial unwinding. It's the movement that comes from deep at the core of your physical body and allows us to express and release that core tension that lives in our body that's related to past traumatic events. The next element we're bringing in is the element of touch. We use touch in the form of body work as well as very soft touch to support us to regulate, to come into our parasympathetic activation. We use the touch on the physical body to support the opening of contracted tissues, to expand, to fill the body with breath, to allow that tension that's carried in the physical body from contraction, from unreleased expression, to start to soften. So that charge that we create in the body with breath has the possibility to move. So we have the first 3 elements of breath, movement, and touch, which bring in the next element which support our expression is our vocal expression, our voice. Our voice is necessary to allow us to open up our throat, relax the tension that we carry in our jaw, but also allow to open up that central channel of expression that goes from our mouth all the way down to our solar plexus. So when we discover our voice, when we allow our voice to emerge, that vibration from our voice can spread throughout the entire body. The vibration from sound impacts every fluid that we carry. Every fluid that we are made up from, every tissue that we are made up from, benefits from using of our voice. It also regulates our nervous system. So when we use breath, movement, touch, and sound, we're creating space for the next element to emerge, and that's our emotional expression. Our emotions are locked up, they're stuck in the core, as well as superficial tension that we carry in our physical body. When this tension starts to soften, when it starts to dissolve, emotions are bound to come up to the surface. When we are connected to our emotional expression, when we embody our emotional expression, that in essence is supporting the trauma release. We need to create that possibility for the tension to release and for the emotional charge to also process as we go through our practice. The last element of biodynamic breathwork is meditation. Meditation is this final tool that gives us possibility to look at ourselves objectively. It gives us possibility to be present and embodied with our experience. It gives us possibility to regulate our nervous system, to bring ourselves to parasympathetic state, the rest and digest state. Meditation is already there. It's present in our physical body. All that we're doing with the previous 5 elements is just to support ourselves to let go, to relax, so the meditation can naturally arise. The very important supporting element that we're working with is our felt sense. In the matter of fact, that what sets biodynamic breathwork trauma release modality apart from other breathwork modality is that element of embodiment. To be connected to our physical body, to our physical sensations, to tracking our felt sensations, and not to dissociate from our experience, that what in essence supports somatic trauma release.